Hello everyone friends, welcome to the All-Time High channel. Today I will talk about the well-known project CELESTIA in my own style. There will be a focus on the technical part of the project and its available resources, plus how the project can be useful in crypto, both for developers and the average user. CELESTIA is an innovative modular blockchain platform that changes the perception of creating and managing blockchains. What is CELESTIA? It is a project, a pioneer of its kind. It is a modular network that provides developers with the ability to create customizable blockchains with full autonomy. Unlike monolithic blockchains such as Ethereum and Avalanche, Solana, and so on, where all functions are combined, CELESTIA separates the consensus, data availability, and execution layers, which ensures flexibility and scalability. By the way, CELESTIA is built on the Tendermint Cosmos base, which makes it faster and more convenient. Currently, almost all blockchains operate on an all-in-one principle. They store data, process transactions, and verify them. But there's a problem. They are overloaded or slow. CELESTIA comes along and says, stop, let's separate this. They came up with something called a modular blockchain, which focuses on two key functions: data storage, data availability, and transaction ordering, consensus and ordering. This means that CELESTIA only stores and orders data. All other computations and transaction processing occur in other networks. For example, to make any changes in Ethereum, you need to come to a fork of the blockchain. This is exactly what happened with Ethereum when the validation system transitioned from proof of work to proof of stake. As a result, they came to a fork, or for example, the situation when Ethereum Classic had to be created in Bitcoin, Litecoin was created, and so on. That is, thanks to CELESTIA, you don't need to change your entire blockchain. It's enough to change something separate. Integrate what you need without changing the entire blockchain. Simply put, CELESTIA is like Google Drive for blockchains, where you can store data. CELESTIA is similar to software for blockchain developers, or integrating parts of software into their blockchains. To put it simply, it's like Lego. And the blockchains themselves no longer worry about data storage. They simply take them when needed. What makes CELESTIA cooler than other blockchains? Speed. Networks don't get overloaded because each one does its own job. Scalability. You can easily launch new projects without any traffic issues. Low costs. Launching a new blockchain on CELESTIA doesn't require a lot of money and resources. Utility of the TIA token. Payment for data storage. For example, rollups must pay for publishing data on CELESTIA. The TIA token can be used to pay for gas by developers of other blockchains. That is, there is no need to create your own token. Participating in network security using staking. And it can also be used in a DAO, meaning voting on certain decisions. Naturally, the more blockchains use CELESTIA, the higher the demand for the TA token itself. If CELESTIA truly becomes the standard, then the token will have a powerful use case. And by the way, the fact is that to date, in modular blockchains, the hype and high standard were set precisely by this project. And only CELESTIA remains a top player in this field. Here on the website, by the way, we can see how many developers are working on the project. Approximately 34 full-time, 74 per month. In general, here you can see how active their team is. Their team is, of course, top-notch. Mustafa Al-Bassam is the CEO of CELESTIA Labs, also a well-known figure in the world of blockchain and cybersecurity. He earned a PhD in computer science from University College London. Ismail Kofi, the CTO of CELESTIA Labs, is a former senior engineer at Tendermint and the Interchain Foundation. John Adler, CRO at CELESTIA Labs, creator of Optimistic Rulabs, previously worked on scalability at Consensus. So you feel it, right? The scale and level they have. Nick White, COO of CELESTIA Labs, co-founder of Harmony BCMs from Stanford and others. In general, I wanted to pause on an amazingly inspiring story that I couldn't skip or ignore. At 16, the CEO of CELESTIA Labs, Mustafa Al-Bassam, was wanted by the FBI, CIA, and UK police on 82 charges of cyber attacks. There was a hacker group called LulzSec, which was created as a branch of the larger hacker group Anonymous, known to everyone. LulzSec stands for Lulz Security, which, figuratively speaking, means laughing or having fun with your security. Mustafa was a member of the hacker group LulzSec, which gained notoriety in 2011 for its cyber attacks on major organizations including CRU, Nintendo, and Sony. Media outlets like PBS and Fox News. They also hacked Sony's PlayStation network. It was shut down on April 17, 2011, and was down for 23 days. They couldn't restore it. The co-founding organization was Mustafa Al-Bassam, and most importantly, it was not for financial gain. The non-profit organization WikiLeaks, which exposed governments violating human rights, was subjected to unfair coverage and disinformation in the media from PBS, and at the same time, Visa and MasterCard deprived WikiLeaks of the ability to donate money to charity. LulzSec hacked the PBS website and began publishing fake news in retaliation. And DDoS attacks were organized on the Visa and MasterCard websites, which led to a temporary disruption of their operations. LulzSec stated that this was revenge for blocking financial support for WikiLeaks and a fight against censorship. In general, Mustafa Al-Bassam was for a just cause. This whole story led him to think about the importance and necessity of decentralized technologies. Later, he moved away from this activity and focused on legal work in the field of cybersecurity. Mustafa was one of the co-founders of the blockchain startup Chainspace, which developed solutions for blockchain scalability. In 2019, Chainspace was acquired by Facebook Meta to work on the Libra project. After leaving Meta, Mustafa, along with other developers, founded CELESTIA, a modular blockchain that focuses on scalability and providing a data availability layer for other blockchains. Mustafa is also actively involved in research and development in the fields of blockchain cybersecurity and decentralized systems. He is the author of several scientific papers and frequently speaks at conferences dedicated to blockchain and cryptography. Mustafa Al-Bassam. In fact, an example of how a person can change their life by moving from illegal activities to creating innovative technologies. I want to say that the project is led by a genius with certain values that are sometimes rarely encountered. And his story truly inspires many in the crypto community. Moving on to the ecosystem, we can see that there are quite a few projects, meaning there's a large list. Here we see categories in which there are many projects using the CELESTIA blockchain. Here we have rollups. Rollups as services, from Caldera Alt Layer, well known on Giotto and so on. Also Bira Chain, Give Me Less Thread, sequencers, virtual machines, and wallets that support CELESTIA. Meaning this is Cosmos Station familiar to everyone, and Plavlib. I also want to draw attention to cross-chain. This is the most important key point. Projects that also use CELESTIA. Meaning with their bridges we can move assets accordingly. We know Axela, the very famous hyperlane, Polyhedra, Union Build Wormhole. If we switch for example to hyperlane, we can see there is also quite a list here. Well, and accordingly CELESTIA. And in any network you can send assets. The community has already developed and proposed 24 proposals for improving CELESTIA, providing 6 different developer subdivisions. CELESTIA consists of 5 types of nodes. Validator node. This type of node is responsible for voting, proposing, and confirming new blocks in the network. Advantage. They maintain the network's consensus and receive rewards for their work, encouraging honest behavior. Consensus nodes. CELESTIA full node application for synchronizing the blockchain. Data availability. These include bridge node, full storage node, and light node. Bridge node. Well, it's clear to everyone. This node connects blocks between the data availability network and the consensus network. So, bridges play a key role in the CELESTIA ecosystem, ensuring interaction between different blockchains and their layers. They allow for the transfer of data and value between networks, expanding the functionality and capabilities of applications. For example, the quantum gravity bridge provides scalable and secure data availability for Ethereum in L2 solutions, leveraging the capabilities of CELESTIA. The next is the full storage node, which means it stores all this data but does not connect to the consensus. And the light node is a lightweight node that in Celestia allows users to verify the availability and correctness of data without the need to download the entire blockchain. The advantages are fast synchronization and low resource requirements, making them ideal for devices with limited capabilities which can even run on a phone. Now, the advantages for developers and users. For developers, it's flexibility above all. The ability to create specialized blockchains without having to develop the entire infrastructure from scratch. Scalability. Thanks to the modular architecture, developers can easily scale their applications according to their needs. For users, it's security. Light nodes provide a high level of security without significant costs and resources. And also, availability means interaction with various networks, that is, using bridge nodes, which expand the capabilities and functionalities of user applications. To sum it up, we understand that the team behind the project is top-notch, meaning everyone has a strong background. At the forefront of genius, you could say, yes, the project is primarily aimed at developers, not the average user. Everything has its time, so to speak. Blockchain, many projects are already using it, and everything is just growing accordingly. We also see that the developers are working full-time. The all is well, all is good project is gradually evolving. Celeste is opening new horizons in the world of blockchain. In other words, they provide tools for creating efficient, secure, scalable, decentralized applications that, one way or another, I believe people will use in the future when crypto finds its place in mass adoption. So, the review turned out to be very rich, and I hope it was interesting. Subscribe to our all-time high channels. Here, updates are posted much more frequently. News on YouTube is extremely rare, but it's possible that something will change. Subscribe to channels like the Forester's channel, where everything is about nodes. He also has various guides on nodes here. And Let's Node is a decent good channel. Also, subscribe to the official resources of the Celestia project, which are on Telegram and Discord. In general, thank you all for your attention once again. Rate the video, share your thoughts in the comments, and see you next time. Wishing everyone goodness.